So my question is on your recent disagreement with Governor Seyi Makinde. You know, you accused him of breaking agreements and undermining party unity. His camp has said that you are a saboteur, that you have sabotaged, that you are sabotaging the party. In fact, they have described you as a wrecking ball. How can you stay in the APC government and undermine the party that made you?
I did not accuse Makinde that I said that we had a meeting and we had an agreement. That meeting was held, first of all, in Lagos by myself, himself, the former governor of Abia, former governor of Enugu, the former governor of Benue. That meeting concluded and said, look, let's move on and allow this so that the party can be focused. Then we came back, and there was supposed to be a meeting in the former Senate President's house, Bukola Saraki. But before that meeting, that particular date, we also met in my house in Abuja, where we reiterated that, look, we have agreed on this, so let's move on. That encouraged me to also attend the meeting in Bukola Saraki's house, and where we agreed on items and items and items. And then there was a meeting called by the Chairman of Governors Forum. In fact, Chairman of Governors, PDP Governors Forum was in that meeting, and where I was encouraged to attend the meetings. And I attended, and I met, but it was to my dismay. And that, look, what we agreed is not what is coming out. And by my investigation, which I said, look, you're my friend, it is not fair. We agree on something, then somehow it turns out differently.
What did you agree on?
First of all, we all agreed that Samayam, by the Supreme Court judgment, is the secretary of the party. Let us not allow the party to have crisis. You see, forget about those who will abuse you. Yesterday, did I abuse me? Did I abuse me yesterday? No, they didn't abuse me yesterday. So don't bother yourself about people abusing you. They will hail you. You are the one who's carrying our party. You are this and that. Why did I say that? Because most people do not know. And when you don't know, the public is not aware. Or they say, oh, this happened, this happened. So it's good to let the public know. See where we are. See what happened. See what did not happen. I read what one of his boys said, abusing me, all kinds of. Did you deny what I said? That is something matter. It's not about I'm a spoiler, I am this. Those are names you can give to anybody. Deny what I said. We did not agree. We did not meet. That is the issue. You can rain curses on me, no problem. In politics, if you don't want to be abused, don't go into politics.
Honorable Minister, you said something, sorry to interject, but you did say Supreme Court ruling.
Judgment, not ruling.
Judgment. Now, it gave some bit of ambiguous interpretation to a lot of people who are saying the Supreme Court is saying that the lower court does not have the jurisdiction to determine party leadership. It's left for the party to determine it.
No. You see, that's the problem we have. Who went to court to challenge that Samayam is no longer the secretary? Who went to court? It is Governor Seyi and his people and Ambada went to court at the State High Court. The State High Court said yes. By him running for the gubernatorial election in Imo State, that is due to have resigned. Samayam went to Court of Appeal in Enugu. There was split judgment of 2-1. Samayam went to Supreme Court. And the party also went to Supreme Court challenging that decision. The Supreme Court said, look, first of all, the man who went to court, what is his locus? assuming there's even a crisis, is within the internal affairs of the party, and therefore set aside the judgment of the Court of Appeal. When the judgment of the Court of Appeal is set aside, what does it mean? Are you going to deny me the fruit of my labor? Now, what is the subject matter? Assuming though not conceding, National Secretary position was not zoned to southeast. Within zone to southeast. It's a zone between the north and south. And the south came back to what to call macro zoning. To say, okay, look, since Secretary came here before, let it go here. But not as a party, national party, that it was zoned to the southeast. Okay. It doesn't stop anybody from vying for that position. But what it means is that, yes, that look, for us to work together, allow them to bring the secretary. We went to the National Convention. And he was elected. Not appointed. He was elected by the National Convention. Now you now go and sit to say, oh, the Southeast has said he should no longer be secretary. Who says that? And somebody was elected in the National Convention. People just give all kinds of misinterpretation, say everything that they want to say. It's not correct.
So the seat of National Secretary was not ab initio zoned to the southeast?
No, there's nothing that we have never zoned regional. We zone north and south. Okay. Then when they zone to south or they zone to north, like the National Chairman was zoned to north. When the north now met, they said, okay, let it come from north central. That's how you came. Then how you came and left. Now, the deputy national chairman of the party, by the constitution of our party, should be the one acting in order not to deny that, not to deny not of their chairmanship position. It is that. Now, when the North Central came up to talk, I said, no. You cannot appoint somebody to preside over those who were elected. It must be by election. How can these people who were elected, National Working Committee, you say North Central brought somebody when it was the entire country that voted for the national chairman, even though he comes from a particular region. Now, to tell you how funny they are, they said they had a neck meeting, which is not correct. Look at the constitution of the party. Who issues notice of neck meeting? Yes. Secretary of the party. And he never issued any notice of any neck meeting.
But the deputy secretary issued.
How could he have? That's the point that we're making. How could he have? Under the law, the secretary is available. The secretary has not died as they want him to die. The secretary is not sick. Did you know he had the secretary say there's nothing like neck meeting? A committee has been set up, headed by Buka Saraki, to reconcile people. And they have said, look, they are not ready. Now, let me get you so you understand the whole scenario. How people shoot themselves. They set up a committee to go to INEC to verify, indeed, whom does INEC recognize as National Secretary. INEC told them plainly, in fact, who led that committee that went on it was the governor of Enugu State. The governor of Enugu State, Peter Mba, he was one who went to INEC, and INEC told him point blank, we cannot recognize anybody other than Sam Ayamu. 2, who signed the correspondence to INEC about the PDP's candidate for the 2025 election. It was the national chairman and national secretary, that's Sam Ayamu. How could he have signed something yesterday which INEC had recognized? Tomorrow you go a whole meeting that no, he's not the national secretary. Now you see the daddy man. Why most people are running away from PDP. And if it were you, I want to run election. I want to run election. And the law says, our party constitution says, look, it must be signed by the national chairman and national secretary to INEC. The two must sign, not one person alone. And INEC cannot accept any correspondence from the national chairman alone. The two must sign. Now, as somebody who wants to run an election, I have a fear. Take, for example, we have the area council election in Abuja, February. The primaries will be this June, right? And candidates have emerged. Who will sign forwarding the names of the candidates to INEC? So would I take that kind of risk? Where INEC will reject. I will not take that kind of risk.
Now, what I don't understand is that, I mean, up to 2023, you were a full-fledged member of the, well, you remained firmly in the PDP and fought all your battles within the PDP.
Yes.
Now, here we are in 2025.
Yes.
You are in, well, you are still a member of the PDP,
Yes.
but serving in the APC. Why don't you stay in PDP and fight the battle and take and take ownership like you did in the past?
What am I doing now?
Oh, you are serving the APC government more than that. You are serving your party.
You are making a mistake. In 2023, did I not tell you I will not support your presidential candidate?
Yes, you
did. Didn't I say so? I said on principle of equity and justice and fairness, the presidency should go to the South. If it does not go to the South, you cannot have national chairman at the same time. You therefore take one and give us one. Impurity. Because they were having a romance with the present government then, believing that Atiku will win. They said to hell. I said I was not going to support. So why did I not leave the party and join APC? Of all of us that time, as PDP governors today, as the so-called leaders today, who produced House Assembly, 100%. Who produced National Assembly, 100%. Who produced governor? Who? Ask them in their various states. How many senators do you have? How many assemblies do you have? Do you have a governor? No. Take for example, Olabode George supported Labour Party. I said I will not support. There's no likelihood that he has a chance to win an election. I'm a politician for Christ's sake. I read it. I know it. You can't tell me, oh, because I said no, I won't do that. This man, even if we support, he can win the election. Forget about this sentiment of this. It will not work. So, Honorable George, and some of us, we say, look, everybody, you have to support a certain candidate. Choose whoever. We all agreed. What is the offense I've committed? That I supported Bola Ahmed Tinubu under APC. If I was playing anti-party, then PDP wouldn't have won for governorship. PDP wouldn't have won National Assembly. PDP wouldn't have won House of Assembly. Our state was the only state in this country in PDP that gave PDP that kind of victory. Now, you are talking about me. I never collected ministerial position without writing to the party. I wrote to the zonal. I wrote to the governor. I wrote to the national party. I challenged any of them. Whether they have said, no, don't take this position. In any case, how would they say so? When the government wrote to the governors and the reps to nominate people for appointment of board, all the governors wrote. Nominated names. I can show you the names. So if you, in PDP, can write to APC government, submitting names, so what is wrong in me, a PDP member, also working? What kind of a life is that? You go and lobby the president to give social appointment. You come out in the daytime. Oh, he's working with the APC. Bala Mohammed, he was APP. When Jonathan became president, they made him minister of FCT. Did anybody die? When Obasanjo won the election, he made late Bola Ige, who had Alliance for Democracy AD, he made him Attorney General, the #1 position, the only minister recognized by the Constitution. So, not the PDP gave the appointment. 2010 to 2015, they gave some of the APP, who now changed to PDP. Nothing happened. Nobody shot anybody gun. Now, something I worked for, I did not hide it. I said, I will not support this impunity. I'm going to support this. If I've done it secretly, then you have said, oh, you are this. I made it clear. This impunity, injustice will not stand. And I've also told them that. So, what is happening in PDP is people who, I don't know whether I may call them undertakers. Because I don't see any reason why you put yourself under that kind of crisis.
Honorable Minister,